I know what you're thinking. A scary game video, this long after Halloween? Our pumpkins are liquid, and shitty, tonally schizophrenic trailers with obvious twists are already spamming theaters. But I like spooky stuff, as do many of you, and I've been wanting to do a video about video games for some time now, so here we go. And to clarify, this is not a video about horror atmosphere. If anyone's interested in a video about best horror or overall game atmosphere, let me know. Getting scared can be a communal thing, so I like to make this more personal. You know, you and me, right now. Here are 5 video game moments that scared the hell out of me. Shotgun Spotlight, BioShock. This 2007 title received acclaim for its Randian themes, masterful story, and RPG gameplay, and deserved all of it. It's gorgeous. However, something that some people may forget is that the first hour is a horror game. Wandering through cavernous rooms, a psychotic woman with hook hands digging for you like you're a Kardashian product on Black Friday, the environment and especially sound design leave you almost trembling, and all comes to a head when you finally get a shotgun. Part of the reason it works is because in most other games, the shotgun is the badass moment. The, "aw yeah, I got a shotgun, gonna wreck some shit like you won't believe, And while you could argue the same for this game, it's as if the makers wanted to hit the message home that, hey, we're giving you a barrel, but don't get cocky. This does not mean you're safe. With only a solitary light above you, you whip around at the surrounding darkness, hearing pattering footsteps from every direction. Mutated splicers leap and scream and slash at you, and your heartbeats turn into gallops. A terrifying moment from a great game, but more than that, this set piece showed me that BioShock was not fucking around. First Encounters, Condemned Criminal Origins. Easily one of the most intense games I've ever played, Condemned Criminal Origins unfolds like a gladiatorial blood pit set in the film Seven. The game has a taut focus on melee combat, wherein the damage and swing speed change from weapon to weapon. It's visceral enough to really feel like you're hitting people. For my money, the biggest scare came from the entire intro when you first encounter enemies. The setting is an abandoned apartment, which I have to praise for being designed to look believable rather than haunted. I was disoriented and genuinely lost. Then I started running into the crazed attackers, and was completely unprepared for the ferocity of the combat I mentioned earlier. And after that first enemy, now I was lost and tiptoeing into every room. Years ago, I actually did a gameplay video, a low-quality, amateur, terrible gameplay video of this game.
There's one coming your way. Addict amped up on something.
It's gotta be my roommate. And you can hear the panic in my voice. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Fuck!
Condemned is frightening throughout, but that first set piece, similar to the one in BioShock, made me feel rattled, overwhelmed, and worst of all, like I was bad at gaming. I mean, what's worse than that? Souma is a game bathed in psychological despair. The story progresses less like a step-by-step adventure, and more a tumble into an abyss, hitting rocks on the way down. Yet for all the slow pace and atmosphere, Souma is full of shocking moments. I'm gonna cheat a little and name 2. First is the initial monster, this mechanical turtle-looking thing, making confused, almost helpless noises. I didn't know Souma was a horror game when I bought it. Yes, I know, I'm an idiot. So I approached the creature, waiting for a prompt to converse with it or even pet it. But when it noticed me, it did this. I realized it was hunting me. That switch from curiosity to fear hit me like a train, and I can still hear those thudding footfalls even now. The second was a sequence in the fog room, where I had to enable power and wait for a timer while a proxy, basically a zombie, roamed the area. It didn't help that proxies looked like month-old zombies that fell into bad calamari. When the timer was up, I flipped the switch and bolted. No matter how fast I ran, that thing was on my heels. I don't think I was even breathing. And to this day, no other game has matched that. This is going to be the most personal on the list, and I'm especially hopeful that someone out there felt what I felt. In the well-written campaign for this game, you first play as the humans, and during the mission gone awry, one of the main characters, Sarah Kerrigan, is overrun by disgusting alien forces known as Zerg.
Jim, what the hell is going on up there?
In the middle of the game, you actually play as Zerg, and you are given the task of protecting an egg. As the missions continue, the egg engorges, it becomes a chrysalis, and then it finally hatches, revealing Sarah Kerrigan, deformed, torn asunder, and slapped back together as a loyal and lethal servant of the aliens.
Sarah, is that really you?
To an extent. I'm far more than I once was, Jim. Be smart. Leave here now and never seek to confront the Zerg again.
This was a massive gut punch to 10-year-old Clay, and it still resonates because not only is a person being corrupted an upsetting concept, but I was nurturing this process. I was culpable. The fact Kerrigan was so likable only made it sting more. I have to reiterate how unexpected that moment was. I mean, I knew the insectoid invaders were the bad guys, but damn. The Chicken Room, Dead Space 2. By this point, I'd seen the classic necromorphs, as well as the explosive baby mutants. Yes, those are a thing. I figured, okay, these are the scary monsters. You know, the really scary ones that people talk about on Reddit and videos like this one. So I confidently walked into a circular room bathed in shadows and blue light, and then the noises came. Oh god. I had no clue what they were and where they were coming from, and no matter where I stood, the shape of the room meant I was always surrounded. Then one came for me. It wasn't just the noises they made or how fast they ran, it was their body language. When they were far away, they hopped around, observing me, and when they attacked, their whole frame thrust forward. There's something so disturbingly animalistic about this process. It didn't matter how many guns I had, I was their prey. And the fact that if they were deep fried, they would probably be delicious, and yet could still make me feel that vulnerable, even violated, signifies how truly scary a video game can be. What video game moments scared you? Would you like to see another addition to this list, or a video about game atmosphere I mentioned earlier? Comment below. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and go play some spooky games. Thanks for watching.